now that I'd researched into other reader profiles such as Enemy and Kerrang from similar magazines, I thought that would be a really good idea if I made my own reader profile. This would give me a really good idea in what content to include in my magazine, and it could help with promotions and just general content that would draw my target audience in and to buy my magazine. So the way I gathered this reader profile information was to do a survey, and I needed to ask my target audience, which is teenagers who are between 13 and 19, and then ask like about 20 to 25s as well. So I was thinking I could ask some people in my media class or around the college, or my friends who are all roughly my age, and that would be exactly the target audience that I'd need. The only problem with that is that they don't all like rock, and the information that would be useful would all be from those who like rock. Although it is teenagers, so general information about food, TV shows, clothing shops, that all came in quite handy as well. But to get information from people who like specifically rock, I had to think of another idea to do that, and I came up with the idea of putting the link on my Twitter, because most people who I follow me. I follow because I have similar music interests. So I thought it might be a really good idea if I put my survey link on my Twitter. So I posted that and I got absolutely loads of responses. I got like about 100 people taking my survey, which was really, really handy. And the information came really useful. On my reader profile, I found out that 10.71% of the people were male, 89.29% of them were female. So I found out that like most of my target audience would be female, so I could include I'd need to include gender neutral kind of content, but it would be more specifically towards female users. So that might include posters of certain people who appeal to females, or content that would just appeal to them in general. Maybe clothing vouchers for places like Topshop, just stuff like that. But then I came up with the idea for promotion ideas. If it was male and female, I could include vouchers for like Topshop, Topman, as I knew they would be both reading it. So I had to think really about what could appeal to both genders. The average age I found out was 16 to 17, which is like my age, so that came quite handy because I just had to think of what would appeal to me. And I could ask my friends because they're the same age as me. So I then asked my friends, and they told me what would help. The average spend on a music magazine was £2.50 to £3, so I based my pricing on that. Gigs, on average, my audience go to gigs a couple times a month, and that's what I do as well. So, like I say, it's with the average age being 16 and 17, I couldn't base it a lot on myself as well, and a lot of the results are true. So it's quite handy my target audience being my age compared to if it was like maybe a pop magazine. It might be more like a younger age range and it'd be much more difficult to get it right. The most popular food was McDonald's. The most popular TV show is Dexter. The most popular festival is Reading and Leeds. The most popular clothing shop is Topshop and Topman. The most popular movie genre is horror. Work, mainly students and part-time workers. The most popular music magazine is Kerrang. So this was the most popular magazine, so I knew that I'd have to base my content of my magazine and the look and layout mainly on Kerrang, if that's what was attracting my target audience. In Kerrang, although NME is a similar magazine that's like indie rock, that covers a lot of genres, whereas Kerrang is just specifically rock. So that's definitely the best option to look at and be my main inspiration towards my magazine. TV or internet, most people did say internet, so that would give me ideas to make my magazine maybe like online friendly, include a website link on the front cover, online competitions, stuff like that. Most popular TV channel was E4. iTunes or CD, most people said iTunes, so yet again, more people are now using the internet, so I know that my audience are really internet friendly and use the internet a lot, so I need to think of that when I'm constructing my magazine. The most popular clothing is Dr. Martens, so yet again I could use that for like a fashion item in my magazine or a promotion idea, an idea I had from that was I could get my friend to wear them, who's going to be modelling for the front cover. So it might appeal to people. So I really needed to think about that. My target audience survey came really handy because there was so many people responded and there was a really varied range of answers, but there was some things that kept coming up a lot. Like for example, hobbies. Um, that came up a lot. Like most people did say gigs, and like the most response for gigs as well was that they go a couple times a month. So I got from that I could include a lot of gig stuff in my magazine, such as like set lists or tour dates, gig photos, um, gig reviews, because that would be something my target audience would be interested in. So yeah, I got a lot of good responses, and my survey came in really handy. And the website SurveyMonkey, which I used, was really user friendly, and it was really easy to change my change the questions if I thought, oh, actually no, that's not being helpful, or if I spelled something wrong, I could easily go back and edit it, and I could change the response method, so it could be just like yes or no. I could change it whether I wanted it to come up as a bar chart, a pie graph. Um, it was just really, really easy to use, and for the people who used it to respond and to use it. So, and I got a lot of useful information. And my reader profile is going to be the main thing I'm going to use to keep referencing when I'm constructing my magazine. So that was my reader profile, and it came in really, really handy, and I'm going to be using it a lot.